Another question here is about the Dutch auction. It was the first time I had used it on the NoMor transaction. Why don't I use it more often? The Dutch auction is great for speed, and I often don't need more speed in an M&A transaction. As I discussed, the Dutch auction introduces risk for buyers, but it also introduces risk for me as well because, I've got a price that's falling, and if no one hits that bid and people stand back, I might ultimately end up in a worse position than I was before I began that Dutch auction. I think from a fundamentals perspective, the Dutch auction was great where we were running an English auction and we were driving the price up, and then we kind of came at it obliquely with the Dutch auction. I don't know that a Dutch auction would work, and I've never attempted this, nor do I know anyone that has, selling a business entirely by a Dutch auction. I suspect maybe it's been done somewhere. I haven't done it. And I don't know how great that would be because I do talk about extensively that sunk cost fallacy, right? The investment principle, where buyers are less likely to walk away, and you will oftentimes get escalation from them the more resources they've expended, the more time, money, and effort they put into a deal. And as you're walking through kind of a ascending price English auction, they're spending more money on D&D, they're spending more time, there's a lot more effort, there's more thought. They become emotionally attached in some ways to the principles of the transaction, to the deal, their name's on it. And I don't think you would get that if you had a descending price auction, right? So you wouldn't have those iterative steps, right? You've got a price that starts high, and these guys are just trying to hit the bid versus taking them up slowly and incrementally. It's an interesting question. It's something that, will I likely do it again? I'm sure I will. Have I done it again since NoMor? Yes. It's just not something that I think that I would hang my hat on, and I would only use it in very specific cases. It worked well in the NoMor transaction, and it worked well in the subsequent times I've used it, but I don't think it's an all-purpose tool like a closed bid ascending English auction would be.